Yeah, good morning everyone. Today I am going to explain how we can do the experiment using multi-sim software. So experiment is nonlinear wave shaping circuit under this clipper and clamper. First let me explain only clipper. How you can do exactly in hardware I will explain later. But using multi-sim how we can verify I will explain now. So in general what we need is whether it is in a hardware or software, we need a signal generator or a function generator. Here breadboard is a screen in the software. Then connecting patch cards, CRO, DC power supply, dual mode, resistors, diodes, etc. Clipping circuits basically limit the amplitude of input signal either below or above certain voltage levels. So what is the basic function of clipper? Limit the amplitude. Some portion of the AC signal is clipped off, cut off. They are referred to as voltage limiters, amplitude selectors, or slicers. These are the different names for clippers. A clipping circuit is one in which a small section of input waveform is missing or cut or truncated at the output section. So a portion is cut off, truncated. Clipping circuits are classified based on the position of diode. It can be series diode clipper or shunt diode clipper. In the circuit, if diode is in series diode. If it is in the shunt diode. So connect the circuit as shown in figure. In each case, we apply 10 volts peak to peak, 1 kilohertz sine wave. This can be 10 or 12, even 8 volts also you can take it. So any range, something better higher side. So 10 volts peak to peak means positive 5 volts, negative 5 volts. Input sine signal you have to apply. Frequency of 1 kilohertz so that we can see waveform better way on the CRO. So output is taken across the load RL. Observe the output waveform on the CRO and compare the input waveform. Sketch the input as well as output waveform and mark the numerical values. Note the changes in the output due to variation in the reference voltage VR. Reference voltage of 2 volts, 3 volts also we can observe. So this is the procedure. Obtain the transfer characteristics by keeping CRO in XY mode. Repeat the above steps for all the circuits. And what are the precautions? Set the CRO output channel DC mode always, because a part of the sine wave is clipped off. Average value of that AC signal is not 0. Again, I am repeating. Any symmetrical sine wave, positive half cycle area, negative half cycle area equal. Average value is 0. But a portion of positive or a negative is cut off. DC level is not 0, it is shifting either upper side or bottom side depending on the which portion of the waveform is cut off. To measure that, we have to keep CRO in DC mode only. If it is in AC mode, waveform will be adjusted such a way that positive area, negative area is equal. But we want waveform should not be disturbed. I mean, it should not move up or down. So that is possible only by keeping CRO in DC mode. CRO has got 3 modes: AC mode, DC mode, ground mode. If it is in ground mode, at reference of 0, waveform will come. If it is in AC waveform, AC content of the signal only visible on the screen. If we select a DC waveform, if given signal contain DC, accordingly it will be shifted above or below. So to see the DC content of the signal, we must select CRO in DC mode. This is very, very important precaution. Observe the waveform simultaneously by keeping common ground. So both input and output ground should be common. Then only we can see what is the input applied, what is the output we got it. See that there is no DC component in the input signal. Sometimes when we are connecting function generator to the circuit, function generator may also give DC signal. That should be eliminated using DC offset. So there is a mechanism available that you have to use. So signal should not give any DC. Function generator should not give any DC. To find the transfer characteristics, apply input to the X channel. In the simulation, we call it as a channel A. Output to the Y channel. In the software, we call it as a B channel. Adjust the dot at the center of the screen when CRO is in XY mode. So when you select XY mode, when both the grounds are common, then dot will be located at the center. Then both the channels must be in ground, then remove the ground and plot the transfer characteristics. Transfer characteristics means x-axis is Vi, y-axis is V0. So V0 versus Vi is called as a transfer characteristics. So we'll start with simulating this waveform. So we have a AC source, then we have a diode, a resistance of 2.2 kilo ohms. You can take 2 kilo ohms also. So let us take 2 kilo ohm and one diode and this AC source. So let me take you into Multisim software. In the Google website. You can download free Multisim 2001 software. So when you click on, you will get a screen like this. So what I need is AC signal. So here AC source. So this AC source. So select one AC source. Then we have a diode. So diode is available here. You take one diode or you can select whatever diode you want, you can also select. IN4007 diode. So this diode you have to select. Okay. This is the virtual. This is specifically whatever diode we want. Then we want one resistor. resistor, let us take virtual, and this you rotate in clockwise 90 degrees clockwise. So this screen is like a breadboard. We can also show the grid. Show grid. Now grid is visible. Now let us connect this. Like this we can connect it. So this is the circuit, and don't forget to connect the ground. The ground. So circuit is grounded. If ground is missed, you will get a simulation error. So right side you have a so many meters. First one is multimeter, second one function generator, then third one wattmeter, then CRO. So we want a CRO. CRO contain two channels, A and B. In actual laboratory, we have a channel X and Y. So this A is connected at the input. And B is connected at the output. B is connected at the output, A is connected at the input. Now we want to see the waveforms on the CRO. And what is the input we have to select? 10 volts. So here only one is given. Only one volt of peak. So 5 volts sufficient. This should be 5. Okay. So 5 volts. 5 volts peak. Then this resistance can take 2 kilo ohm. 2 kilo ohm, 2.2 is alright. 2 also okay. 2 kilo ohm. 5 volts peak means peak to peak of 10. 2 kilo ohm diode connected like this. So CRO is selected. Now run the program. Simulate. So run. So program is running. Now click on the CRO. So see both the waveforms are visible here. Both the waves are visible here. Now select the scale, time scale, expand 5 milliseconds per division. The waveform is expanded. Then to amplify better way, 5 volts per division, then reduce further 2 volts per division. This also 2 volts per division. Time scale you can expand further. So this is the waveform. You can stop it and stop it. Now all these things we have to measure. See, when both are CRO, A channel, B channel, X position is 0, Y position is 0, and this Y position also 0. DC mode, both are in DC mode. If both are at 0, so both the grounds are at same place. Now input can be AC. Input is AC, just see the waveform. Input is DC also, see same. It is not moving up and down. That ensure no DC signal in the input. So input AC or DC doesn't make any difference. So let me keep input AC, but output should be DC. Output should be DC. So if Y position, if I move down, just see, rectified clipper waveform is coming. Clipper waveform. So when it is 0, if it is in 0, it is like this. So by chance, instead of DC, if it is selected AC, so when you select AC, the waveform is shifting down, positive area, negative area equal, average value will be 0. So you should not plot like this. Plotting this waveform keeping in AC is a blunder. So compulsorily you have to keep B channel or Y channel or output channel in DC. So this is the wave. Can further expand. So I think this is enough. So this waveform. So one is a AC waveform. One is AC waveform you have to show. And other one is the only positive waveform is coming. Negative waveform is not coming. So this waveform you have to draw. You can also further amplify if you want. This is enough. Okay. So positive waveform is coming, negative is not coming. Why negative not coming? When input is negative, diode is off, output will be 0. When input is positive, diode is on, ideally output follows input. Ideally diode is on means short circuit. When it is shorted during positive off cycle, output is directly across input, output follows input. But why this difference here? The reason is practical diode we are using, diode cut-in voltage is 0.6. So input is 5 volts, 5 minus this drop in the diode is 0.6. 5 minus 0.6 is 4.4. So this output will go up to 4.4 only. 4.4 only. So that is the important observation. See, blindly don't verify the output. Logically, why output is coming like this? That is based on the its functionality. So how to check the waveforms? So keep. If you want, you can first you remove only second waveform. So second waveform two division, otherwise you can select this. So VB1 4.4 volts. 4.4. 4.4 is expected now. 5 minus 0.6 is 4.4. So this peak is going up to 4.4. V channel waveform VB1 4.4. Okay. Then keep this ground. Input is in AC. Then again here it is 5 volts. VA1 is 5 volts. So input positive peak is 5, output positive peak is 4.4. Accordingly, plot the waveform and note down. So we can measure all these are using these cursors. You can measure peak value. You can measure all the values. You can measure. For example, so both are input is AC, output is DC. Now both keep at T2 minus T1. One is at cycle peak, here it is this peak. So peak to peak gap is what? Time period. What is the time period? 1 millisecond. 1 millisecond. 1 millisecond reciprocal become 1 kilohertz frequency. So what is the frequency we have given? 1 kilohertz. T2 minus T1 also coming same value. Next, when I keep both the cursors at the same point, yeah, VA1 is 5 volts, VB1 is 4.5 or 4.4, and VA2 5, VB2 4.5. First cursor, second cursor. Then difference will come here. Difference here is 0 because both are coincided. Na? So like that, first learn how to use this CRO. Okay. So VA1, VB1, VA1. There are two cursors now, 1 and 2. So VA1, VB1. First cursor, A channel output to B channel output. Second cursor, A channel value, B channel value. Then difference VA2, VA1, VB2, VB1. Then first signal time, second signal time. Difference is the duration. Reciprocal of that is the frequency. So this is how you can use the CRO. Now this experiment is over. So you just plot the waveforms, done. This I am closing. Now another experiment, next experiment. So diode and resistor is swapped. Diode and resistor is swapped. Okay, this is the shunt clipper, resistor and diode interchanged. Again, take the oscilloscope. A is connected the input, B connected the output. So connection is done. Now again run the program. Then see the CRO. Time scale expand. Amplitudes expand. And output is in DC. Input is in AC. Then stop running. So this is a waveform. So note down this waveform. So this one is the AC waveform. Output is the negative waveform coming as it is. Here it is 0.6. Why it is 0.6? When diode is on, during positive half cycle, when diode is on, what is the voltage across on diode is 0.6. So it will go up to 0.6. When diode is off, when input voltage is less than 0.6, diode is off. Off means open. When it is open, output follows input. You should know basics of networks, then only you will understand functionality. So output follows input when input is less than 0.6. So negative waveform, negative half cycle will reproduce as it is. Positive, it will during positive half cycle, entire duration of positive half cycle, output restricted at 0.6 only. When input is more than 0.6, diode is on, output is 0.6. If input is 5 volts, diode is on, output remain 0.6 only. So negative waveform reproduced as it is, positive waveform is clipped off like this. You can note down the wave. This is the second experiment. Then third one, keep some reference voltage of 2 volts. Reference voltage of 2 volts. So again, I am removing this. So DC voltage of 2 volts. So here 12 is there, make it 2 volts. 2 volts. Now make a connection. Again, A is connected to input, B connected to output. So again run the program, then select and stop it. Now you see the waveform. What is the difference here? 2 volts per division, 2 volts per division. Now here 2 volts are there now. This output waveform shifted above by 2. See the operation of the waveform. When input voltage is, see when diode is off, what is the voltage here? 2 volts. Anode, cathode. Cathode voltage is 2 volts. When anode voltage is 2, diode is off. When diode is off, output is equal to 2. So this voltage is 2. 2 volts per division, one division exactly 2 volts. Now when diode is on, when it will be on, when input is more than 2.6. When input is more than 2.6, diode is on. Or more than 2 volts, diode is on. When diode is on, what is the drop across this? 0.6. Now imagine input is 5. 5 minus 0.6. 5 minus 0.6 is 4.4. So this will go, the total voltage will be up to 4.4. So this waveform will go up to 4.4. And the jumping, same waveform jumping above by 2 volts. So understanding of this functionality is important. How circuit is working. Under what condition diode is off, under what condition diode is on. When input voltage is less than 2, diode is off. When diode is off, output is equal to 2. When diode is on, output voltage is always equal to input but reduced by 0.6. Accordingly, output wave. So this waveform you have to copy with these 2 volts. If this 2 is reduced to 1 volt, it will be at 1 only. So all these things you can observe. For example, I am changing to 1. Changing to 1, okay. Now you run the program again. Then again switch off. You just see here 2 volts per division, 0.5. So 0.5 into 2 is 1 volt. This one is decided by this. So this clipped waveform, how much should move above, how much should move below, decided by this reference. You can also select a negative voltage. You can do all the wonders by changing different value. Again run the program. Just see, it is coming to -1. -1 is the reference now. So 50% off of the cell height multiplied with the 2. So we'll get -1. So this clipping portion moving above or below decided by this board. So you can take different values and you can see the changes accordingly. Understand. Okay. How to see the transfer characteristics. So transfer characteristics, what I told, input is in 0, output is also in 0. Select CRO in XY mode. XY mode. Add VY. Then AC mode. D. So this is the transfer characteristics. B by A is the XY mode. Not add B by A. When both are 0, it should be center. Then input as usual AC, output is in DC. Now note down this transfer characteristic. So for every circuit, note down the transfer characteristics. So like this, we can do the experiment. So again, I am like that. All the circuits we can verify. Now two diodes in opposite direction, positive clipper, negative clipper. So I will show that. Volts. First, all of you learn how to use the multisim software. So I need one more diode, or same thing, copy paste another diode. Another power supply, copy and paste. So this diode should be reverse actually. So like this, connect CRO input in A channel in input, B channel in the out. Okay. Then run. Output DC, input to AC. I will take -2. -2. Now run the program. Good job. Now see the waveform. Excellently. Positive is clipped at 2 volts, negative is clipped at -2 volts. Other one is the input waveform. You can also see the transfer characteristics. Select B by A. That's all. So this is the transfer characteristics. So whatever theory you are learning, you can verify with the help of this multisim software. So like this, you can do all the experiments. So what are the experiments you can do? So this is the screen. So this experiment, negative clipper is the positive clipper, negative clipper with the plus VR, positive clipper with the plus VR, double diode clipper. These diodes are connected back to back, +2 and -2. And these are all transfer characteristics, for all of them transfer characteristics. So all of them can be verified. So now I am stopping. Like this, you verify.